Hi, my name is Amber Sim, and this is South Florida Homes, where we talk about all things real estate. We have a very special guest today. Some might call her the pre-construction queen. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is Adriana Vargas Hernandez here to talk about this exciting project she's representing and working on. And so without no introduction probably needed, but Adriana, I'd just love to hear a little bit about your background and, how you got to be managing this awesome project that you're going to be talking about.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's really a true pleasure to be here and help anybody that is, new in this business, and also buyers, to talk a little bit about the city. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So how did you get into real estate?
Well, honestly, I think it was, someone, I guess, gave me an opportunity that I was not really looking forward to it, because I was working at a law firm when I was 18 years old until I was 22 on Brickell Avenue. I really thought that I was going to be a lawyer. Mm-hmm. And after 5 years being in the law firm, one of our clients said, my family is developing a project, the Graham companies, the Graham family on Miami Lakes, and I thought you would be great in real estate sales. But again, I had worked at a real estate law firm for 5 years. I had no idea about sales in real estate. Yeah. And my attorneys, all of them said, Adri, I think this would be a great opportunity for you. Try it. And if you don't like it, you can just come back.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. And
good safety net.
I know. And they were so amazing. They're still my friends, actually, until today. So that's really how I began in real estate. And you know what? I was 22 at the time, and I will be 52 in a week.
Wow!
So you can imagine,
happy early birthday,
like the difference in terms of 30 years. Wow!
Yeah, especially in Miami, it's like
unbelievable.
It's a totally different market now.
A whole world.
Yeah, it is a whole world. It's interesting because you had a little experience, even though it wasn't real estate. Like, you saw a lot of the transaction side, and that was probably pretty foundational for when you did make the transition. I don't know if any of that carried over, but
I think through time, now that people, ask so many questions now, I definitely believe that I was so fortunate to have been able to be at the law firm for 5 years. That had, obviously I went to college, and that, like, paralegal classes and all of that, was able to help later with advertising, years in an advertising company at Y&R, Young and Rubicon, Burson Marsteller. So the advertising, the PR, and the experience that what I saw in the law firm, all of it combined, put all my little buttons in my head to be able to do what I do and work at the extraordinary towers that I am able to sell now in the city.
Yeah, and so you were mentioning just all the units that you've sold within it seems like all across Miami, basically, you can say. Well, you shared a very interesting fact about how you've only really sold condos, but you've sold thousands on thousands of condos, like, within buildings and these large projects.
And I have never sold a house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have never sold a single house in the city, but not even my own home.
That's nuts. So when someone got that call, they were probably like, wait, why do you want me to do it? You're the queen of this. And you're like, no, not houses. Like,
my son can handle the house.
Yeah.
I only do condominiums.
Oh, so was it your son that helped you purchase the house? He represented you?
Actually, no. I hired other friends of mine to sell my own house.
Oh, wow.
Or buy, exactly. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just feel like it's just a different kind of, I don't know.
I'm something, the thing is that I became very, very good at what I do.
Yeah.
And I'm very focused. I'm very driven. I don't have really time to, to look sideways. I really don't think so.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like a waste of my time when I have so much really that I can do where I'm very good at.
Yeah.
And like I said, I really haven't sold anything less than $2 million in 7 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It's quite impressive.
And so I, I'm very grateful that, and listings, honestly, I haven't rented anything for less than $40,000 in I don't even know how many years. So mostly everything I do in rentals are between 30. Yeah. 5, I think, was the least expensive.
Wow.
To 50 or 60, that's really $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's really my.
Yeah, that's your
yes.
I don't know if you call it your farmed area, but
that's my
your
comfort
specialty.
zone.
Yeah, it's your specialization. So I guess then now, are you working on the one building, the project, or do you still kind of, represent other buildings? Like, tell us what you're doing now.
Well, I was truly privileged, to be able to sell the estates at Acqualina, which I don't know for those for those who are not familiar with the Acqualina name. Acqualina is the most luxurious project ever built in the state of Florida, and not because I say so. If all of you have the opportunity and Google it, the Acqualina won just this year the 2024 award for the #1 hotel in the entire United States.
Wow.
It also won the #1 2024 hotel beachfront award and resort award in the entire USA.
Wow.
It also won the 5-star by Forbes Travel 12 years consecutively.
And it's not a new building, right?
The 2025 tower.
Yeah.
That one.
That one is, okay.
And then we built the mansions at Acqualina in 2012 and the new estates at Acqualina 2022 and 2023, which are sold out 100%.
Wow.
And it was a $1.4 billion project.
Wow.
The residences, they range to 7 million and up, all the way to 59 million, yes. So we, finished up those sales 3 years ago, and I have been doing resales, leasing, in other buildings in the area by Acqualina Realty.
Yeah.
So anything that is
touches Acqualina or close by.
The ocean or Privé Island, my last project,
Yeah.
So I have listings in different buildings, at different towers.
So can you tell us, for those not familiar with where this project is, can you tell us?
Sunny Isles.
It's Sunny Isles.
Yes,
okay.
in Sunny Isles Beach on 178th, and it's a 12-acre property, extraordinary, where it's truly magical. The perfectly manicured landscape and the red chairs and umbrellas on the beach. Everybody knows that is the Acqualina, and we know we have 4 restaurants, the very known Michelin star, El Molino, New York. We have Avra, we have a Japanese restaurant, 2 beach restaurants on the beach. So it's really, really magical. You all need to go visit at some point when you can.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I haven't been yet. You're on site, right? Your office is there
Yes, my
as
office
well?
is inside
Does that
at the
mean you get
Acqualina
to eat all
Realty.
that good food like very regularly, or
Every day, pretty much.
I was gonna say, like, do you get to enjoy like the building? Like, do you go to the beach, or is it just it's?
Well, you know what? I don't go to the beach as often.
Yeah.
Every few months, I do take a day to rest.
Yeah.
We do have a spa.
Yeah.
That is
Ooh.
22,000 square feet. Yes, and it
Wow.
won 5 times #1 in the country.
Oh my goodness.
So definitely once in a while, I do need that
You take
moment,
advantage. Yeah.
and I do
yeah.
take my time off, and I just take the day and go to the spa, or I go with the kids to the beach, and yes, that's where my friends are. And it's just beautiful. Yes, I do.
Yeah, Sunny Isles is amazing. I feel like there's just been like so much development there too in general. Like, what do you think about that market? And are you seeing any slowdown? Are you seeing it pick up?
But something, our city is not just Sunny Isles Beach. Our city has evolved in such a global way, okay? And having worked on projects in downtown Miami, again, so many years ago, Design District, like the first project I worked on, on Biscayne and 30-something. Wow, it's incredible. That was 2005.
Wow.
Exactly. And now everything has changed. Our city has changed.
Yeah.
The shopping experience, the arts, entertainment. Wow. We never imagined 2005 to be designing, developing residences at the scale of the Acqualina, for example, no? Where we have Onyx in the master suites that are minimum 3,000 square feet all the way to 9,000 square feet. That was really completely unheard of on a condominium, back then. And now, if you can build it, there's someone that will buy it.
Yeah.
It's now it's really more about how good can you make it? How good can you build it? How good can you design it? If you can think outside of the box and do something extraordinary, there's a buyer for it.
And why do you think there's been that shift? Is it just more people coming into South Florida? Is that what is causing just like, I guess, the result of these beautiful developments that, aren't so focused on just like cost efficiency and scale. It seems like there's a lot more. I mean, there's always been a luxury focus in South
But
Florida,
I think
but
also the weather, some people say, oh, because of COVID. No, we designed, for example, the estates at Acqualina before COVID.
yeah.
So it's not because of COVID. No, I believe that through the years, Miami began to be discovered little by little, globally and worldly, at a different scale. And we understood that the amenities that we were able to design in our condominiums so people could have a better lifestyle, no? Because remember, 20 years ago, you needed to have a pool and a fitness center.
Yeah.
And that was really it.
Yeah.
Correct? And now you come, for example, to our Estates at Acqualina project, where it is the most amenitized residential condominium ever built in the state of Florida.
Wow.
That it is not a hotel.
Wow.
Because the Estates is strictly residential. And we have from a bowling alley.
Wow.
Yes, I know.
I see the movie theater.
Yes, we have a bowling
too.
alley. We have a beautiful movie theater. We
gorgeous.
have ice skating range. Think about it, a
Wow.
real ice skating range.
Yeah.
We have simulators for golf, soccer, baseball.
Wow.
Football. We have Formula One simulators. We have.
God, what?
Yes, I know. We have crazy. We have just an entire area for video games for children.
Yeah.
We have our own speakeasy. Okay, because in normal condominiums, you know that
Yeah.
at a certain time you need to turn the music down so you don't disturb your neighbors. Well, we have our own speakeasy soundproofed.
Wow.
Where you don't need to exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Is it open every day of the week or
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
and our residents can enjoy it anytime. And so
can non-residents or
no, only
no,
residents.
no, okay.
Yeah. So as you can see, anything that we imagine out of the box that
Yeah.
you don't find it anywhere.
You're designing a world, basically.
When
Yeah.
you're coming to the Acqualina, you don't need to go anywhere else.
you
We
do
have
not.
our own flow rider. We have our soccer area for the children outside, our basketball court outside.
Wow.
We have lap pools, we have children's pool. It's really
Yeah, that
something.
sounds so special.
It is very special. And again, it's a 12-acre property
Yeah.
with so many different areas outside for different families to enjoy. We have so many different pools in the property as well.
Yeah.
It's not just we have one pool.
Yeah.
No. So it is a little bubble, a little magical place.
Yeah.
Before, 20 years ago, this was really completely unheard of. But we saw with the time, with the years, that yes, people do want to live healthier.
Yeah.
People do want to have all these other things available to them, and people are willing to pay for them
Yeah.
if you have them.
Yeah, if it's available, if you have the inventory, which it sounds like even from an inventory perspective, like you said, they were all sold out. But these are resale
Completely,
condos.
yeah.
So I'd love to hear a little bit about the ones that you do have available.
Well, let me tell you, for example, the picture that we have here, this unit, 1607, and is one of my favorite floor plans called Milano floor plan at the South Tower at the Estates at Acqualina.
The floor plans have a name. I like that.
Yes, just so you know, all of the floor plans at the
Wow.
Acqualina in all of the residences
Yeah.
have name of a city in Italy.
Wow. That's
Yes.
how you know.
Yeah, so this floor plan is called Milano, 5,573 square feet, and it is all impeccably furnished, as you can see. It is in the market for $16,500,000
Okay.
and available for lease for $80,000 a month.
Wow.
Okay, but as you notice, I mean, look at our floors. By the way, we have 1.8 million square feet of stone in this tower. So everything that you see is real stone. We have all the master suites are onyx. And we have gas at the Acqualina, so the kitchens are super special, and everybody's really wowed that we have La Cornue stoves from France.
Is that an elevator I'm seeing too in the picture?
No. Actually, that is just the exterior.
Oh, that's exterior. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
just the beach, but look at how
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes, and most of the furniture on this residence is from Missoni. Yeah, so this is a brand new unit available, one of the residences that I have for resale available at the Acqualina. And it would be wonderful, if you want to visit.
Yeah.
And look, most of our bathtubs, look at this picture, most of them are oceanfront. Not only
Wow.
that your bedroom
Yeah.
is oceanfront, most of our bathtubs
That's
are
incredible.
facing the ocean.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I would get out. So nice.
Yeah, so this is definitely completely different. And yes, they're available at the Acqualina.
Wow, that is gorgeous. So I guess tell me a little bit about who's buying these units. These are local people, are they international investors?
Well, when we saw the project
Families.
originally,
Yeah.
like 60-70% of the buyers on the pre-construction phase were Northeast.
Okay.
But as we finished the project and people began moving in and we resold units for people that actually lived, we noticed that 20-30% of our neighbors, people, for example, that were living on condominiums on older towers that were built like from Murano or the Apogee, they wanted something newer.
Yeah.
And it has been really awesome that now most of our end users are coming from our neighboring
Oh, that is cool.
cities and closer buildings. So that's really exciting because, again, those buildings are wonderful buildings back then. And I also worked several of them. But
Yeah.
again, when a building is 10, 15, 20 years old, you do want to have something newer. And why not? We have it available.
Well, that's like the best kind of marketing where it's like, yeah, they're like in the neighborhood and they see it, and there's obviously enough like probably word of mouth about this building
Yes.
and the prestige
When
that
you
comes
were
with it.
pre-construction, you notice that it's something really, we haven't figured out the reasons why, but international buyers, not just Miami people, are more open to buy pre-construction at the beginning stages.
Yeah.
Because the local people are more of a end user like now, and I
Yeah.
want to see it and I want to touch it.
Yeah.
But when we sell our projects, I mean, throughout the years I've been in this business, I noticed that the buyers for a pre-construction project are not going to be coming mostly from your city.
Yeah.
And then
That's
at the
interesting.
end, we also noticed that depending on the project you're able to build, that the local community definitely will come,
Yeah.
get a loan, and be an end user.
Once they see it.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, given that you really don't have to leave this building, do you find that there's a good sense of community within the building as
It's
well?
amazing.
Yeah.
Remember, I believe that the Acqualina is the greatest business club that you will
Yeah.
ever find
Oh, I'm
because
sure.
remember, since you have so much land and
Yeah.
all of these areas outside and all of the restaurants and all of the common areas, for example, in the morning we have breakfast at no cost for all of our buyers. So everybody comes
Wow.
downstairs. Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody comes downstairs for breakfast at no cost, and everybody, good morning, how are you? How was your
Yeah.
day? Oh, let's have dinner tonight, no?
Oh.
So everybody knows
Yeah.
who's part of the community, and they go outside to the pool in so many of the different areas, and they enjoy time together. Oh,
Yeah.
let's have our birthdays next week, and
Yeah.
so it's not like the typical building where you arrive, you have a lobby, you go upstairs, you have a pool. That's not
And you
it.
shut your door.
Yeah, this is not
Yeah.
the Acqualina. We are a resort
Yeah.
lifestyle, kind of building. So it is not the typical building that is up, down, and no.
Yeah.
This is a complete different style. We have 680 employees, part of the property.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
like, yeah.
So we have so wherever
This
you
large
walk.
company.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
By the way, our developer
Yeah.
of the Acqualina is Eddie and Jules Trump. They're not related to the ex-president. They're from South Africa and Israel.
Oh, interesting.
And they were the developers of Williams Island. I always say, I mean, my developer is the privilege of my career have been to serve this developer, and I have worked for extraordinary developers during my entire career, but wow, someone that can create something like this has to be extraordinary. And
Yeah.
they are humble, kind, they truly care. about and they live at the Acqualina.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you? I get it.
But normally developers don't
Yeah.
live on their properties.
Yeah.
Normally,
But then they're creating like their lifestyle that they want to live.
yeah,
And that's
but they
like
do
really
care
cool.
and they're
Yeah.
responsible and they like living in the community and be
Yeah.
there for any situation or any problem. So they're really part of the community themselves. It's truly special.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Sounds like a really, really special place. Guess what's your favorite thing about the building or this unit in general that you want to highlight?
You know something, the interior is, as you can see it, is extraordinary in every way, the details, the chandeliers. But you know something, what I truly love about this unit is that you have the exterior. You can have a sit-down dinner for 30 guests
Wow.
outside of your home. Yes. And that is truly special. So it has that feel that you can have 30 people to sit down for
Yeah.
dinner and enjoy
And face the water, right?
and face the gardens. Look at the garden and the
yeah.
pools.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is truly magical that you have. Listen, this property, we could have built 630 residences on the property. And they only built 150 residences
Wow.
and 90 residences on the other tower versus building 630
Yeah.
like most developers would have done. No. Why? Because they understand the privacy, boutique, is really what the type of buyer that is willing to pay for a 10, 20, $30 million unit really looks for.
Yeah.
And that is why we kept all of that area for the gardens at the Acqualina. We prefer to build much lesser amount of units, but to have that feel of resort and so much space.
And
Yes.
community.
So exactly.
Yeah. Well, this is such an interesting project. I can't wait to tell people about it. And honestly, like, I would love to stop by and visit one day. It's so beautiful. But Adriana, it was a pleasure having you on our show today.
Oh, the opposite. I'm very happy that we met.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to have you and give you a tour
Yes.
through the property. It's
Same.
going to be truly remarkable. So I'm happy to have you.
Well, thank you. And thank you for everyone watching South Florida Homes. We look forward to seeing you next time.